What's happening, YouTube? It's K Mega 405 live from the 405. Well, I'm just your regular gamer talking to the intelligent gamers out there. Before I get started, I definitely want to say thank you for all the support, for all you guys that is watched my last couple of videos. I hit over 1,000 views, well over 1,000 views for the very first time. Man, it is amazing. Thank you for the additional subs. I'm like 10 away from 500. You know, still got a long way to go, but man, yeah, it's just been rolling, and I appreciate all the support. Man, it's been an honor. So thank you guys so much. And you know, hey, if you like my content, don't be afraid to hit that like button. You know, and keep giving me my comments, even though there's some that's really childish and likes to bring out racial slurs and talk bad about women, blah 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 blah. I'm not worried about them. For everybody else, if you agree or disagree, you know, hit me up in the comment section. I try to get back with everybody. I try to, you know, some people I can't, but for the most part, I try to give the proper feedback and everything. But anyway, I just wanted to say thank you. So now on to my video. Now, I do want to make this clear. Like, I am not upset about people owning Titanfall 2. Now, you know, if you really want to hear my passion about it, just listen to BGST tonight, because it was my first time getting my feet wet, and we were actually at a disagreement. And it was a wonderful thing, man. It's a great, that's what I love being a part of the Xbox community, because and just the gaming community as a whole, because we have differences, but we're all still cool. And the reason why I just say the Xbox community to that aspect is because I've seen people in Facebook groups, etc., have an opinion in the PlayStation groups, and then for them having their opinion or their stance or asking a question, they get kicked out of the group because they're not the part of the status quo. And to me, anybody that allows that type of garbage is sad. It's just sad, because it's not a dictatorship. We are all gamers. You know what I'm saying? We are here to have an opinion, to have a voice. And that's one thing that I always will say, and I know a lot of people believe this, is that, you know, this is one of the problems where Sony is having, is that there's not enough people out there to scream and complain and bring out the torches and the pitchforks and say, hey, look, enough is enough. You know, we want better. But it comes to my point about the whole Titanfall 2 thing, right? You know, they're like, you know, well, K-Mega, why you won't buy Titanfall 2? You know what I'm saying? Are you a hater because it goes to the PlayStation 4? It has nothing to do with that. Nothing. As you see, my gameplay right there is PlayStation 2. I have love for every console out there, even though I don't have a PlayStation 4 and I get ridiculed about it. But that's my choice, because I haven't found anything that it's, you know, for me to where I want to have a PlayStation 4 right now. I'm eventually going to get one. I believe I will. You know, it just might not be no time soon, or hell, it might be in a couple of weeks. I have no idea what I'm going to do. It's just that, you know, I'm content with my PC. I'm content with my Xbox. And I know that I want to get another platform eventually sometime next year. So we'll just see. But with that all being said, it's a principle. It's not about because Zappella and them was catering to the PlayStation. It's more of the fact that how Zappella and them came to the Xbox gamers when they were down and out, when they gave the sob story about how Activision, you know, did them wrong, and how they kind of let them go, and then they had a different direction where they want to do with COD, and then you see how COD has turned out and all of this and that. And then they had an original game, and they were just wanting, you know, they just want to support. And you enjoyed that, right? You're like, okay, cool, you know, that's awesome. We got the game, we enjoyed it. No, it had no single player, but we were anticipating what it was going to be like. It was one of my most anticipated games for this year. But after the fact of, you know, they got a big head, you know, they had a lot of sales, and, you know, they were supported. They got the fat check to go ahead and make Titanfall 2. And as from what I'm hearing is that the story is amazing. You know, you know, I'm hearing mixed things about the multiplayer, but I'm not hearing anything bad about the game at all. And that's cool. But the one thing about it that really grinds my gears is the fact that you don't ever turn your back on the people or person or whatever. This is just in life, that's had your back from the beginning. And that's how I look at it from what Respawn has done with the Xbox Nation. Now, some people like you just taking it out of text. No. This is just, look, I'm not caring about the marketing deal with Microsoft. That's Microsoft. They're billionaires. That company is in the top 5 of making money. That's their problem. I'm talking about as for me as a consumer that spent money and helped support, because I'm sitting here looking at this dude telling me that, we need your support. Well, damn, what I'm saying? It's just like for me as being a YouTuber, what I'm saying? I'm still small time, but for the people that's helped me to give me the courage to start doing this, from the kids moves to the rise and grinds to the to Big Kahuna, etc., etc. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of like me being a member of Intro Media Gaming, repping, and then now since I'm with BGST, I'm not saying anything about Intro Media Gaming. I'm like, oh, hell with Bone and them. You know what I'm saying? Hell with 100 and De Leon and Cyclonus and all them. What kind of person would you think of me being? You know what I'm saying? Because I felt like I got with BGST. Or I do that, I treat Next Podcast, or I treat, B Shadows that's helped me with my PC and things of that nature like shit. That's wrong. And that's how I take it. I just thinking it's just absolutely wrong. It's not saying that I will never buy the game, and I'm not mad for anybody that's bought the game, that's enjoying it, that's playing it. I get a little J when I see gameplay or when I hear people having fun with it. But it's just a principle with me. That's all this is. And Mooch is on the same level of that. It's not because it's to the PlayStation. That's fanboys just want to talk crazy. That has nothing to do with it. It's just the principle. But I definitely want to hear your thoughts about this. It's not to the point it is kind of personal, but not personal in the sense of like I felt like somebody just violated me. I just feel like, look, I can spend my money elsewhere. And that's what I did. I just, I got Battlefield 1. And then also this game is not selling very well. And that's because it's going against behemoths right now. I mean, there's so many games out right now. And it might not sell here for a little while because you got Watch Dogs 2 coming out. You got Final Fantasy. Yeah, and for PlayStation fans, that they got, they got one game. But I mean, they might buy Dragon Quest builders or whatever. But regardless, there's still plenty of the games out there. So hopefully the game will get back and start selling in the dry months of December and January until February comes up. But like I said, I'd like to hear your thoughts about it. Check out BGST, Next Podcast. Everybody from Intro Media Gaming. Everybody have a good night. Peace!
With a funky swag. I bought the funky Nikes, got the hat to match. I bought the funky Nikes, got the hat to match. I got a funky style with a funky swag. I got a funky style with a funky swag. And when I kill 'em with the